What's going on, good people? So the jealous weirdo, for whatever reason, is still talking crap about me and making assumptions about how I move and hip hop and my life and everything like that. I didn't even hear this yet. I was just gonna listen to it and let it rock. But I'm gonna reply to it as I listen to this. So just like some of y'all, I'm listening to this for the first time, and I do apologize because I really don't want to stay on this idiot, this like gay ass weirdo dude or whatever. But I don't know. I'm always compelled to respond when people take shots at my character. You never know what chock full of surprises this idiot has in store in this joint. So I don't know. Let's hear what he has to say, and I'm gonna reply to this shit as I see fit.
Nature until I get myself together. A short frame after. You feel me?
It's coming.
So, yeah. Moving on. Tone space. Necro groupie.
I'm gonna pause it right there. Tone space, necro groupie, dude. People wouldn't even know that's my homeboy really a lot if it wasn't for you. In fact, the first time I ever mentioned that being my homeboy like that was back, remember when I was that shady nigga in your chat room and everything, as you make the bogus claim that I alerted you to the fact that, that's my man's and everything, since you have a hip hop show. And I was trying to get him to rock out or come as a guest or whatever on your show to help build and move your shit up. He just wasn't having it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, two birds with one stone. You know what I'm saying? A, I hardly ever bring homie up, and B, I actually try to utilize him to help your jealous ass. Let's go on. Can't get on my lap because I don't got no pants on.
The plainest, most simplest thing I could say. If you were dope, you've been rocking with an established artist, let you tell it, for a number of years or for an extended amount of time. This person obviously knows who you are. I'm assuming knows of your aspirations with music. However, have not given you any cosigns, any credits, even in the video you started, you're not credited on that at all.
The plainest and most thing I could say is, get off my penis, get off the penis. And also one of the plainest and most simplest things I could say is just because I don't broadcast any accolades or things of the such on YouTube doesn't mean they don't exist. Going back to what I said in the first place, people wouldn't even know that that's my homeboy unless a lot of them based on you broadcasting that to people. So it sounds like you're the necro groupie, or maybe you're the tone space groupie by way of necro, or maybe you're just a jealous guy that wish you had similar connects and stuff like that because you'd be all down their throat and sucking them off. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But I also want to add, because I heard you on that Tree Dudes TV show where Jimmy was on there asking questions. Now, this ain't shots to Jimmy, but I'd like to address and answer what he said. How come I ain't do such and such if that's my homeboy? You see his Spotify, you see he's a blown up artist, stuff like that. It goes back to what I said a few minutes ago. How do you know I'm not doing certain things or making certain moves? It's a two-part answer, right? That's part one. And part two is and I've said this before, I just don't have that personality where I really ask people for shit like that. That's just me. For some reason, I know it's a flaw, it's a drawback. And with my friends and stuff like that, I don't seek out friends from the perspective of like, oh, what can they do for me? How can they advance me and stuff like that? No. I rock with who I rock with, because you were also asking Jimmy, why am I rocking with BSM and LA and these niggas or whatever? Because I resonate and vibe with them cats. When I around Necro, that's a different kind of vibe, but I vibe with him too on our type level. But I never come from the place of trying to get something from people. Now, and I just want to give this, advice on a higher level to other people. In a way, that's a bit of a flaw, because to an extent, they say your net worth is your network. So one should actually build and utilize their connects in a positive way for themselves. So even though I'm saying this, I'm letting it be known that in a way it's a little bit of a flaw that I have. You know what I'm saying? That I got to work on. But thanks to jealous people like this guy over here, Steez, I'm getting past that, because due to him bringing up the homie and all that, necro this, necro that, I hollered at him on some shit, and he's gonna produce an album for me. So shout out to the jealous dude, Jealous One's Envy and all that for that. You know what I'm saying? Because you got me put the fire to the to the gaslight or whatever for me to do that or whatever. And I want everybody I rock with on that album. I want whatever exposure that's going to bring. I want to share it with everyone. BSM, L Frost, me and Nicole, my homie Damien, couple other homies I got in the tuck or whatever. Well, not in the tuck, but that niggas don't know on YouTube and shit. Everybody, if I forgot your name and we've worked and did music together, my apologies, but I'd like y'all on that album. And then anyway, Steve's also said something about he don't do accolades or mention me or whatever. That goes to the just because you don't see it on YouTube doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. We've been around the world. This nigga done had the crowd, tens of thousands of people shouting my name, all types of shit. I could go on and on, but I don't gotta explain myself. But in short, no, he does give me accolades. I'll throw you another quick one real quick. Back when I first started doing YouTube, which was really around like late 2016, late 2017. I've had a channel since 2006, but it was very casual. I just post a video here and there and shit like that. You're just gonna lay on my foot like that with your shedding hairy ass. Okay, whatever. Right? So I didn't really get active till 2016, 2017. I had maybe I think 100 and something subscribers on some casual shit. I actually asked him if he could promote my shit. My shit shot up in subscribers by like 1,000 or 1,500 like within a day or two. You know what I mean? So but yeah, thanks to the jealous dude, I am gonna be more assertive with seeing what lookouts I could do, or homie could look out for me with and stuff like that. Thank you for your jealousy and your hate and all that other like weirdo feelings that you have, because it is getting me to be more assertive and to just ask. And everything I ask, shit comes through, because I have held my homie down. We done fought together and all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like my brother. It ain't it ain't like a business thing. I'm just some background nigga, some Andre the Giant nigga, like you said, or whatever. No, it ain't really like that. But let's hear what more weird stalkeristic shit you gotta say.
You're just a fucking huge stand-in, looking like a weirdo in the background. Andre the Giant ass nigga.
You might be like, oh, how'd I know he was gonna say Andre the Giant? I did play like maybe the first 2 minutes of this at first. So 2 minutes of this I did already hear before, but that's when I decided to fire up the record thing and just put it on fresh ears so I could reply to it. So that's why I saw that Andre the Giant shit coming. But let's go.
Now, if dude respected you as a human being and as an artist, one would assume he would have shouted you out, had you on a project.
He's gonna produce a whole project to me, and I think he wants to get on the project as well.
Directed people to your fucking feed.
As soon as I asked him a couple years ago to pump my channel, he did, and I shot up like 1,500 subscribers.
Or anything. If someone you...
But I do want to say, because someone might say, well, how come he don't just do it himself? Motherfuckers is doing their thing. They're busy. They got like 30 different projects and things that they're working on at one time. In fact, like, I did ask him about a beat, like one beat a couple years ago, and he said, yeah, no problem, right? This is before he talked about the album shit, right? He said, no problem, but he did tell me one thing. He's like, yo, you got to get on my ass. Like, I got to get on his ass, no homo, so that he could hit me with that or furnish something for me, because he's busy, because he got a lot of shit going on, which was a fair answer. But me having the personality of not really like to bug people and ask people for shit and shit like that, I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not my personality to be like, oh, hey, help me up. Like, even in this YouTube shit, you could count maybe a handful of times that, let's say I'm on LA show and I do a new song and be like, I throw the link, yo, play my shit. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the people that do that shit. No, not at all. Like I'm saying, this is kind of a flaw that I got of not liking the ask people for shit because I think it's maybe bothersome. I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? Pride. I don't know. But probably only like no more than 4, probably no more than 3 or 4 times have I even done some shit like that. Yet I've got thousands, dozens, well, hundreds of songs that I've done over the years. You know what I'm saying? So that, you know, that's just one example. Like it's a funny flaw, and I admit it's a flaw that I have, and I'm suggesting to everybody your net worth is your network. So utilize the people you have. Don't take advantage of people or do people dirty, but utilize your connects. And when you do, try to bring something to the table mutually that you could help them with as well, so they could see the value in you to further endorse whatever assistance they could do. You know what I'm saying? Let's go with this corny dude.
Knows who has an underground established artist, following. You're an underground artist as well who has supported him. He hasn't returned the favor.
Again, this is just an idiot just making bogus ass assumptions by what you see on YouTube. I guess it's because this is the type of dude. I mean, you see how he sucks people off already. So I guess you're the type that if you had a certain connect or whatever, you would be sucking them off and you'd be letting the entire world know that, yo, I'm linked to this person. Oh yeah, that's another characteristic I have. And this one is not a flaw. I don't look to any other human being or, you know, in a subservient type of way, like, oh, that's my man, and boast and brag about people. Necro's not the only person I know. I know people of that stature, even a little more in hip hop or whatever, and I still haven't really spoken about it like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just not my character. It's not my character to do something like that, to defer to other people and this and that. No, Tone Space is the shit. I am the truth. You know what I'm saying? But let's go on with this idiot.
Is it irrational to say one could assume even people that
That's your problem. You're doing too many assumptions.
know you think you whack?
No, you are wrong. You know what? He's even played the tactic of trying to like diss Necro during our little back and forth or whatever, with the hopes that I would go back to him and bring Necro into the fold so this nigga could blow up his shit. So even the shit that I don't do, this man has been trying to do that, you know, utilizing me by proxy of me to get to Necro to help blow this nigga up. And I saw the whole game as he played it out. And as much as I dislike this cat and as a loser he is, probably because he's such a loser, I actually made the attempt. Knowing the issue we're on, I actually tried to do that for you. I was like, yo, son, this nigga said da-da-da, what's up? Yeah, we had like a 2-hour conversation. That's where a lot of the shit came about. So I gotta thank you for that, because in that 2-hour conversation, you know, it opened a lot of nice little doors and everything. But he rejected you. He was like, nah, I don't talk to nobodies. And he advised that I don't talk to nobodies. And quite honestly, he's right. So that's another thing I gotta work on. Stop talking to nobodies.
Now keep this in mind. I'm nobody.
Now that part I didn't hear before, but there we go. Synchronicity, baby.
Remember, Necro is an artist. Necro is a named person. Necro ain't did a fucking thing for you. That is a classic indication that you whack. But you're more focused on what I'm saying. Again,
it's because if you were in my position, you would be like sweating somebody. Like this dude's jealousy just shows. This nigga has even said, I mean, some of y'all know this nigga weirdo likes to talk about my looks, and everyone wants to physically look like me and all types of creepy old weird shit came out this nigga's mouth. This nigga said like, if I were you or something to that effect, I'd be playing these bitches and all types of like weirdo shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's a user, abuser, and someone that tries to just pull heartstrings and sympathy for money for the most part. You know what I'm saying? So he's basically saying he would up his sympathetic heartstring pulling game if he had more of my phenotype. And he tried to say that I am lame because I'm not on it like that, because I don't use and abuse people. See, these are the cues you gotta watch, because people usually tell on themselves about the pieces of crap they are in little examples like this. So because I don't take advantage of the fact that I could be a top-notch user and abuser, I'm flawed for that. Okay, let's go on with this idiot.
I'm not trying to inspire you to like make diss songs towards Necro, but seeing how you know him, and if you made diss songs towards him, if he were to respond, just think about the motherfucking return you could see on that.
Is this nigga that? Yo, that's like such an insult. You think I'm that stupid that you could subtly try to convince me to diss my brother like that? Like yeah, you really have no, I don't know. I think you're so stupid to think that I'm that stupid that you could pull that little bullshit off on me. That's some weird shit, dude. But then again, you pull a lot of bullshit off with your audience. You blatantly tell lies. You give all the cues in the world that you are lying, and you expect them to believe you. And just because they stay in your chat room and stay cool with you, even all through you abusing children and trying to get your daughter to go against a child troll and talking about the troll's mother and all that stuff and looking up little kids and harassing little children and trying to get your daughter and her friends in on the harassment, just because they watch that and don't say anything doesn't mean that they don't realize that you are truly a piece of crap. But you know, for whatever weird reason, like I said, you do tug on heartstrings, so they want to stay appealing to you, or you know, they think, you know, you're the down ass dude, or you got the props in the little sector and all that bullshit. Point I'm making is, just because you do bullshit, don't think people don't peep it. Again, I don't think they are dum-dums. I think they're worse than dum-dums, because they actually endorse and allow you to do the bullshit you do.
That you ain't above trying to clout chase and be an opportunist. How come you never took that one? Because you fear repercussion?
He really thinks I'm that stupid. Yo, nobody calls me chicken. This ain't no fucking Back to the Future, even though I am Future Man or whatever. I'm not Marty McFly, dude. You're not gonna pull that bullshit. This nigga's really stupid. Wow.
Now, if you were dope, you wouldn't be so focused on the things that I've said or trying to tear down my character after the fact.
I never try to tear down your character. I just respond to the bullshit that you do. I've never tried to make you look like something. You just say a bunch of bullshit. You do a bunch of grimy shit, and I reply to it. It's as simple as that. If you stop doing that, I'll have nothing to say to you, which is what I would really like, because again, I want to take my homie's advice and stop talking to nobodies.
Because you can't fuck with me lyrically. You've admitted.
I've disproven that. I haven't admitted shit. Go on. Nope. All I said is that that Vengeance song, I was writing some simple, some smooth, cool out type song, and it stopped my pen from writing that, and I had to write a reply whether I put it out or not. I told you all this, so you can't twist it and contort it and make it look like I admitted defeat. No, because the Is Mine shit killed you. Shout out to the person that said they want to remix that song. I'm waiting on you, brother. Let's put that shit out, famo.
You admire me like you admire Necro.
See, this is how I'm real, and this dude is like fake, super fake. I've always said I think he's decent to good lyrically. He's nothing great. He has a lot of rhymes with probably, mob for me, topically. You know, he has a lot of rudimentary syllabic rhymes and shit. So yeah, you know, you're kind of like bland. You know, your voice gets bland over a while, but I'm not even trying to dog you out. I've always said I thought you were decent to good, right? When we were cool, that was my point that I said. Now, I've never veered from that. You know what I'm saying? When we were allegedly cool, you practically sucked me off. I remember when I did a diss joint to LA, the Rhyme in the Mirror joint, when I was spitting off ass and switching shit up and everything. You called me on the phone with excitement on how ill I was and all that shit, and many a times you would hear a certain song and that da 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 da, but as soon as there's a contention, now it's like, oh, you trash, you whack, da da da. Well, you know, he does got rhymes, but the way he spits it is whack. Well, when I did that Rhyme in the Mirror, it was the way I spit it that, you know, had you wetting your panties. So I just want to point out that that's just another example of how fake this dude is. I've still never moved from my position that I do think he's decent and good as a rapper.
Because your style is a homogenized, cloned version of his shit.
And it makes no fucking sense. I mean, the remix to Keep On Driving that I put on, I got in the Necro zone. See, the thing is, I have a wide palette of styles. I'm working on an album now that's just strictly all freeform flow, where I rhyme in like a whole like poetic kind of talkative type of way. You know what I'm saying? The homie Damien said, yo, you should do a whole album in that style because there's a certain aggression or something that he likes with that style. So I said, I'll do an album with that style, sure. But see, this is why you can't mess with me, because you Styles world for rhyming is this little small box. Tone Space Poets King world, it's like I am a genre within myself. I got so many styles, I don't think I'm too sane. Life is parallel to hell, but I must maintain. You know what I'm saying?
Watered down and weaker. And he's a white boy. So that says a lot. Real shit. Now, I don't need to go over the different little two-faced snake shit that I've seen you do.
Please refer to previous videos talking about this bum. I've been renaming this shit, so I don't have this bum's name in the title, as kind of a way to try to keep my distance. Shout out to, I think it was it Unix? It was somebody that said something that hit me deep, but it was like good shit that he was saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, stop focusing on this bum. So again, to all people that don't like to hear me that and want to hear me on some other shit and some Tone Space type shit, I do apologize. You know, it's just strikes at the character I'm always compelled to answer. Another flaw that I got to work on. But shout out to, I think it was Unix that gave me some real good advice. But yeah. But if y'all want to hear him talk about that two-face shit and me reply to those bogus claims and debunk it, look a couple videos down. Whatever I called it, I know the name debunk was in the title, so it'll be in some of the recent videos, a two-part thing.
Or the questionable manhood choices you've made and the people that you've aligned yourself with.
Manhood choices? You're the dude that just mailed you mailed a man a pink Darth Maul phallus. You've also recently you've talked about the way that this very man that you mailed the Darth Maul phallus to, you talked about the intimate details of the way that man has sex and the way that he busts his nuts. This man, this idiot, this homo has actually said this. He doesn't really bust his nuts like this. You see, when he puts his penis in a woman, he busts his nuts in this type of fashion. And you're saying that I'm questionable on some manhood, on some funny style shit. You mailed him a Darth Maul phallus and you were literally on his dick to the point of explaining all the details. Were you going to count the veins next?
I just want you to know that I've told you on the phone, on videos, and all of that, I don't respect you.
And I've told you, I don't know if I told you it on the phone, but yeah, I've let it be known that, yeah, there's not even a chance in your dog in hell of me having respect for you on any level, dude. So yeah, please just go away.
I don't honor you. None of that. I said that lyrically, I think that you a lyricist. You can come up with bars because I pay attention. But as far as execution, yeah, you fall fucking short.
Again, this nigga called me elated by the way I executed on a certain song.
That's it. As far as you personally, I don't know enough. I don't watch your fucking shit. You're corny. I got that from the beginning. The way you sit up and try, like everything you do, you seem like a little sniveling, yellow-bellied, fucking weak-spined bitch. So I never put any real stock in anything you're talking about. You a cornball. When I watched you sitting up trying to throw punches for a minute, and then within 30 fucking seconds your arms was tired, you flat.
I actually did that for 5 minutes, and I wasn't throwing punches. I was just doing an arm extension so I could go on for 5 minutes. If I wanted to put some actual snap and some punch in it, I easily could have done it. But the whole exercise was an arm extension thing, and that's what I did. I played an entire song that was like 5 minutes plus, and I was not out of breath. I'll probably even put the video up so other people could see it again, where you had I don't know, like a 50-something second ass beating where you stood for, well, maybe a minute and 4 seconds, because for 52 seconds you stood there doing nothing once you either kicked or kicked at. Either one is pussy. And then for the other 52 seconds of interaction, you were like severely out of breath after that. Come on, dude, you're withering away, man.
I be grandma arm having ass nigga. Like, nigga, you too goddamn big to be that motherfucking soft, nigga.
I will punch you right in your fucking shit. So when you get kicked out and you have to, and you have no choice but to come out here, remember this video so niggas could hold me to it.
When I watch you niggas, and I watch y'all try to raise y'all voice and yell, just like the rest of these niggas, when y'all try to puff up and stick your chest out and say it with your chest, when y'all niggas try to be stand-up niggas, you're only doing it because you're embarrassed about what's being said to you and how you think it's looking to everybody else. Let me give you an example. When I get on the phone with one of you corny ass niggas, and the first thing
All right, let me skip through this shit because if
nigga?
it don't got shit to do with me, I really don't. I'm not really compelled to speak on it like that. So,
Nigga, what you think that's fucking cracking? I'm the Titan all you motherfuckers are trying to conquer.
Yes, all of us are trying to conquer a man that talks about the intimate details of another man's penis and the way that that man ejaculates. I've never heard a man, even a homosexual or another homosexual, let me say, ever speak that intimately about a man's penis. However, at the same time, this man has told a very infamous story of him describing a man's penis before. You know what I mean? So that's kind of his thing.
The one that did so, nigga, you ain't did shit. The fact that you even operating on that level, you got to do something to you. That you have to rant against it. Let's start from the beginning, shall we? The mention of my name got this dude started. I dare him to go back to the archive. I dare him to go back to that motherfucking show and play that shit. The mention of my name got that dude started because the conversation was about Beasley. I said I ain't gonna go back over the details while we beefing.
I think he's off of me.
The reality of it. Go back and listen.
Think he's talking about
I
Cliff?
dare him to put it up. I know. I came in. I was motherfucking popular off top.
All right, yeah. That's enough of that bullshit. Shout out to the other people he's talking bullshit on: Port City, Cliff, LA, LD. Yeah, this dude is a punk, a chump, and a sucker. I'm out. Peace.